Hey guys, it's Janet here to talk to you about some really quick, easy packaging for last-minute host gifts, last-minute gifts for people that maybe present you with a gift at the office. You run into a friend who hands you something like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything. Yes, you do. You've got a whole bunch of cute little things sitting in a basket in the car. You are so ready for those unexpected gift-giving moments. But what I'm going to be using is a product that will no longer be available after November 30th. And this product is absolutely amazing. We have the Snow is Glistening stamp set, the Happiness Surround stamp sets, and then the coordinating snowflake framelets. And if nothing else, these snowflake framelets are a must-have for your big shot collection. You've got all these sweet little different snowflakes. You've got elements that make some pretty flowers. Of course, your big snowflakes. Let me move this off to the side here for a second. More snowflakes and a beautiful flourish. So that's what I'm going to be working with. And then in addition to the snowflakes and this bundle here as part of our Snowflake Showcase, I want to show two stamp sets that coordinate beautifully with this. You're going to see a sample done with spirited snowmen mixed with the snowflakes. And then, of course, we have our beautiful blizzard and all of its snowflake greetings are a perfect match for your snowflake thinlet dies. But don't forget that this Snowflake Showcase was a limited release for the month of November. After that, it will no longer be available. It will not be featured in any future publications. So let's go ahead and let's talk first about this sweet little packaging here. What I have is peppermint bark snowmen. And one of my rules for last minute gift giving is to make sure that the things that I have on hand are things that I love and will eat and will use if I don't end up giving them away. And I love peppermint bark. And so that's why I selected that. In addition, it said snowmen, and I thought, oh my gosh, that will coordinate with our spirited snowmen. And of course, when you think snowmen, you think snow, which makes you think snowflakes, right? I mean, that's how my crafting brain works. So what I did in this case is we've got some of our Santa Signpost Designer Series paper. We've got our snowflake, a stitch circle, our little snow people, and then our beautiful tulle ribbon that actually belongs up here at the very top. So let's talk about how easy it is to decorate that bag. I chose to cut this as 3 inches because, again, it hides what's in the middle and it allows the foil stripes on each side. So I chose to cut it at 3 inches. If this had been narrower, I would have cut it at 2. If it had been wider, I would have cut it wider, okay? I chose 3 inches. I chose to cut it 3 inches by 12 inches because I don't like having a lot of scraps left over. So all you're going to do simply, and let me grab my adhesive here, is you're going to take and you're going to just put some adhesive across the bottom. You could use tear and tape, but the snail holds this project just fine. And if you want, you can put just a line of adhesive here. You're going to set your bag right on there, and then you just simply bring this up the top. I mean, it's that easy, guys. You could adjust this if I was doing a smaller bag. I would just simply let's take this out of here for right now. I would cut it narrower. And again, I would just bring it up. So many times we get caught up in the dimensions and having to score and having to fold and all of that kinds of stuff. And then we make something harder than it needs to be. So again, in the case of the smaller bag, I would simply cut it, maybe 1.5 inches wide. And I would only use a single 12-inch piece. And then you could tie it together at the top. But for this bigger one, let's go back to that for just a second. We're going to set our bag right down in here. We're going to bring this right up to the top, just like so. And now you have a choice. You can go ahead and you can staple it. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and, oh my gosh, Janet. We're going to put some adhesive on it, like so. And then you're going to go ahead, and the way you're going to finish it off is, again, you're going to add a little bit of adhesive and your bow. You've die cut your circle and your snowflake, and you've colored your snowmen. Really, really quick and easy gift to have on hand, guys. Again, 3 inches by 12 inches, 2 pieces at the bottom, overlapped, brought to the top. It doesn't get any easier than that. And those simple measurements can be used on so many different things, guys. So let's set that aside. I got to remember to pack those for my road trip coming up. And let's set this off to the side so I can decorate that one. I'm going to be using those as gifts when we travel. So another idea incorporates these small bottles of Prosecco. Again, remember my recommendation to buy things that you yourself would enjoy if they don't get given away. And oh my gosh, you know, I love my champagne. And I specifically picked the Lamarco first. I like it, but the colors, oh my gosh, do we have blue and silver? Oh, of course we do. So for this project, what I did was I die cut 2 snowflakes out of our galvanized paper, and you're going to want to make sure that you're loading up on that paper. We do not know yet if it's going to be carried over, but there's so many things that you can do with it. 2 dimensionals. Then I went ahead and I stamped in black ink the greeting. Each snowflake is beautiful, sparkling, and special, just like you. When I saw that greeting sparkling, I knew I needed to use it on champagne. It just screams champagne to me. And of course, some of our frosted dots, just notched it with scissors, used our beautiful silver trim, and I'm going to just pick this up for 1 second because I've already had this tied once, and I did this as a Facebook Live video, so I'm just doing this again for my viewers here on YouTube. And let's just pull this down over top. So there you go. I mean, it really, guys, cut 2 snowflakes, Stampin' Black, tie ribbon, and it's pretty. It looks personalized. It's got a nice little touch to it. It's easy to get into if you don't end up giving it away. You're not ripping it up. But again, very, very simple, quick, and easy packaging, guys. You could also choose to use these individually, and I'm going to go ahead. I've taken a picture of these already. So we're going to just open this up and take one of these out. And you can also choose to decorate these individually. There are people that still have birthdays and anniversaries. December is not all about Christmas holidays and winter holidays. People are still having birthdays, showers, weddings, celebrating, and these would make great little favors, little giveaways. In this case, I have a 2-inch by 5.5-inch piece of Night of Navy cardstock. I've scored it at 2 inches. I've measured the 1.5-inch punch is perfect for the champagne toppers. And so what you're going to do, you can choose to use the fancy edge, but if you don't own that, square edges look just as fine. And we're going to go ahead and take the 1.5-inch punch. We're going to kind of aim for the center, and then that slips right over the neck of your bottle. You're able to then take, where'd it go? There we go. And I have a really pretty, and I don't have all the pieces punched out yet. Okay, guys, so don't judge, but I just don't have them all popped out. I kind of did this in a little bit of a hurry, but you would make sure that all your little elements are popped out. I added some shimmer paint to frost it up just a little bit, and then you would grab your dimensional. I like popping these up. Just baby ones will be here all day trying to put those on. Let's grab this extra piece here. And we're going to pull it up, and I like to offset it just a little bit, and then on this piece here we'll be able to stamp our greeting in silver. And we can pick joy, we can pick for you. The greeting would depend on, again, whether it's a wedding, a birthday, an anniversary, but look how quick and easy we made that simple bottle tag. Now, of course, you're always free to dress it up a little bit more and make it look just that much more festive by adding your ribbons and things like that if you want to take it to the next level. Again, it depends on what crafting supplies you own, what you have around, but again, just that simple little tag itself, a little thank you maybe for coming, or cheers would work on there if you're going to use these as your champagne toast at an event. But again, really quick and simple for you. So then another fun idea, one of the things that goes really well with wine is chocolate. And I have our polka dot box here, and we're going to take and we're going to put one end together. They are scored, so just run your finger along that edge. We're going to fold this down like that. You can choose to seal it, and again, you can seal it with a dimensional. You could seal it with some sticky tape. It just depends on, there we go again. Let's pull this little piece here. I'm going to just use some dimensionals. And I'm just going to seal this little edge up because I'm going to put something in it that has a little bit of weight to it. So we're going to go ahead and fold that down and rub that in. We are not going to assemble it like a pillow box. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to pinch that top. So you've got pillow box end down here, pinch top up here. I'm going to take a handheld punch, if you've got a crocodile or anything like that that makes a hole, and I'm going to punch through both layers, and now I have a hole. Before I put my ribbon through it, I'm going to go ahead and grab some chocolate. And again, remember, I love dark chocolate, so of course I bought things that I will like and I would eat if indeed they're not given away. So I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of chocolate. I'm going to put that in this container. I'm going to grab my festive polka dot ribbon. And, oops, I put a knot in it. Hold on here just a second, guys. And I'm going to, I need something to push this through. Let's just use our pointy edge scissors. And I'm just going to poke that through to the back side. And I'm going to bring this down and around. And then one of the things that I'm going to do, let's cut this, is the piece that's from behind, I'm going to bring it now through to the front. It's just for that extra security of keeping it shut. I just think it ties nicer at the top when you do that. It's not tying behind, it's actually tying at the top when you do it that way. And now you can choose to either make a knot, or something else fun that I like to do is just to take a little length of ribbon. Great use for your scraps, and it can be coordinating or the same. And I just like to tie it, usually in a knot, because I'm not good with bows. Bows is just not my specialty. Everybody has their gift, right? So we've got our chocolates in there now. And now we want to go ahead and embellish it real quick. And going back to our snowflakes and our stitched framelits, we've got our stitched framelits, and then look how pretty that is in copper. We're going to be able to put that on there. And even if you don't add a greeting, even if you leave it like that, it's already festive and absolutely gorgeous, okay? Of course, you can choose to add a greeting to, from, joy, cheers, thinking of you, Happy New Year's. And I chose this brown pillow box as well as the copper because it coordinates better with my dry Riesling white wine, which is an amazing sushi wine. For those of you who love sushi, this is a great wine. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and what I did was I wrapped it to the back of the bottle. And then I'm going to come around to the front where the little gift pack is hanging. And we're just going to make a little bow there. So you've got all that kind of festive stuff hanging now off of the front of the bottle. And it's a little hard to see because I'm being able to laying it down. But again, now we've got a little pack of a couple of chocolates hanging off of the wine bottle. Again, if I don't need a last minute host gift, I'm ready for sushi dinner, and I've got dessert in the form of chocolate after my sushi dinner. So just some fun and simple craft ideas for you for packaging up gifts for that last minute gift giving. We want to make sure that we're enjoying the holidays, that we're not frazzled. And of course, there are times when we don't want to be caught off guard without a gift. So go shopping for some things that you absolutely love and would give to yourself and decorate them up pretty. And if you end up not needing them, then simply enjoy them and have some fun. But don't forget that the snowflake framelits and the coordinating stamp sets are only available for just a few more days, guys. So you're going to want to visit me at the links below in the YouTube description so you can go shopping for these amazing products, guys. Have fun creating your favorite host gift this holiday season.